today. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Tennessee Titans taking on Kirk Cousins and the Buffalo Bills.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time, and they'll be led out by a second-round pick back in April out of Oklahoma by way of Alabama. It's Jalen Hurts.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A first look now for Darrynton Evans. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
4 brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good for a 10.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 40.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. They'll run here with Evans. The numbers for Evans a week ago. 19 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
2nd down, here's Hurts. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Donovan.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's another Tennessee Titan.
Now a run with Evans. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete to his running back, Evans. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Buffalo set to get the football back here.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. From the gun, here's Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got his tight end Fant. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. Give them 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing is Cousins. This is the tight end Fant. That catch good for only a couple.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Third down.
He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
Titans nothing.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. The last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
The Bills take over first.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. With the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
It's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and...
Now Leonard Fournette. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
On the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Throw left side complete. It's Lee. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll begin on the ground with Evans. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Evans. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll run with Evans. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Hamler now on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here are the Bills to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A throw over the middle, taken in. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. And that be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Coverage on the play by Trayvon Diggs.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Jake Elliott.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25 yards.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's out to his running back, Fournette.
Cousins
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Cousins again. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin out in Houston. And it's the Texans out in front as that one is just about to halftime. Preston Williams, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Next, we're off to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Anthony Miller, a touchdown reception. Finally, we're off to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And that one all even as they play the visiting Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and now it's second down.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Cousins now. And Robinson with a big catch. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. And he is going to have a Bills first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. And this one quickly to Lamb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
First down, Bills.
A toss running left, Fournette. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Throwing is Cousins. And that will be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The kick is good. Makes the score Titans 7, Bills 6.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Steelers, and they lead this one as well as they start here 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Evans, the ball carrier.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll go right back to Evans. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 30. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people call this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Tony Jefferson on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the 4th. second down. Here's Hurts. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
All right, partner, I'm a defender. I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there, second and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
They'll go again here with Evans. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Darrynton Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. KJ Hamler returning it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Hamler on the return. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Cousins on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 24.
A second down throw for Cousins. This is the tight end fan.
Cousins
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Cousins shakes off the sag, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. John Simon drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Evans. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Hurts sets up to throw it. On the move, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield, and no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Titans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Hurts to throw. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on here to punt it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
You need to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Cousins. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a dump off here complete. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
Cousins. A pass underneath for Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
Offense.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Again, it's Cousins. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. To the air again, it's Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's another big shot dodge there defensively. Now just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They were almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Hurts, he's going to keep this on the option. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Bills take over 1st and 10.
So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down by 11, 90 seconds remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Cousins now. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a 1st down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Able to hit his target, Lamb. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From the red zone now, Cousins. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So a crucial 2-point conversion there, but that's just part 1 of this 2-part story that they need to happen here.
Yeah, they do need to do a few other things, don't they? They got the 2, as you noted. Now they've got to make sure they get the onside kick and hope to get into field goal range and maybe have one last miracle left.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's more than a 2-part story. It's a 3- or 4-part story. And the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Titans, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.